Hey guys, it's Nick here. I'm just super busy. We're getting ready to launch, and what I have to show you is something I've never seen before, and I'm I'm so super excited about it. It's unbelievable because I'm not allowed by law to tell you that you are guaranteed to make money. So I can't tell you that, and by law I'm not allowed to say that there is no risk whatsoever. I mean. I cannot tell you that. I can't tell you it's guaranteed, and I can't tell you there's no risk. They don't allow me to tell you that. So here's the disclaimer. Um, you know, you might not be able to follow what this is, or you might not follow the instructions right, and you could lose some money. That could happen. So I'm not going to make you any guarantees, but um, what I will say is what you're about to see. I'm going to show you a little video clip, a little video preview of what this is. And it's so different. This is something different than I've ever seen. And I would say 99.9% of you have not seen anything like this. It's going to blow your mind. When I say different, what I mean is it's not MLM, it's not affiliate marketing, it's not list building, all the typical stuff you keep hearing about. It's not eBay, it's not Amazon, it's not Shopify. In fact, it's not any kind of selling. There's no selling involved whatsoever. You don't need any special skills, no previous experience necessary. There's no end to this in the foreseeable future that I can think of. And this can't be the market can't be saturated. So it's like, well, what is it, Nick? Come on, man. That's a lot of bold claims. And everybody says that about all these new programs that are coming out. But I'm telling you, this is different. So watch this video clip that I am about to present to you, and you'll see how different it is. When let me just tell you this. We did an initial webinar to just a small group of people to test it out. And the webinar was maxed out at 1,000 people, and over 820 signed up. So that's 82% of the people on the webinar signed up. You will have to go below this video to put your name on the list, because there's a relaunch. There's the main launch is coming up in about a week. So get on the list, and then we'll shoot you the link, and then watch the demo on the live webinar that it will be coming up when the relaunch happens. So when you get on the list, then you will be emailed the link for the live webinar, and you are going to want to see this. I had a couple of people that were so happy that I pushed them into the pre-launch, the test launch, and they are just going nuts right now using what I have to show you. So anyway, with that, on to the video presentation.
And this is one of the reasons that I'm so excited for what I'm about to show you, because honestly, in my heart of hearts, I am 100% sure that every single person on this webinar can do it, and there's no advantage to the recruiter, to the superstar, to the guy that already made millions. It's not MLM. You don't have to recruit. There's nothing like that. You sit in front of your computer. You don't have to make decisions on what good products are. It's not selling on eBay. You don't have to make decisions on what's going to be good on Amazon. It's not selling on Amazon. You don't have to take any risk. There's no risk. It's math. I'm going to show you the math, and you're going to say 1 + 1 = 2. This is correct. There's nothing like that. So I'm so excited for all my friends, all my family, everything is going to be on here. So how do we do it? We need to find something to tap into. We need an existing cash flow, right? There was eBay, but it was capped. It's too saturated. There's Amazon, but you got to be the best of the best. It's been invaded. There was Forex, was a little crazy, and I got a little chart on that, so I won't go too deep, but we need something that's not capped. It's fun to make a little bit of money, right? It's, I made 50 bucks, I made 30 bucks, but man, if you can make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 20 to $30,000, and you hear me on this webinar, and you just open your heart to me, don't take your wallet out, nothing like that, just hear what I say, you're going to see that this is not capped. Now, when I get to a certain slide, your brain's going to go, what about? Just give me the time to answer the whatabouts. I know all of your questions and all of your thoughts. Most of you are just going to get it and grab it. A couple of you are going to have apprehensions. Let me drag you across that finish line. We need to do something where we don't rely on others, MLMs. I mean, it's hard to count on different people to help you out these days. And we don't need any of that in this system. We need something legal. We need something that's not time consuming. Scott, who you're going to hear about on this webinar quite a bit, is approaching $30,000 this month in earnings, in money, in profit, pure profit, $30,000. I said, Scott, how long do you work though? Like how many hours do you put into it? A month, 12 hours. And I was like, I'll report that, man, but I'm going to kind of keep an eye on you. I come down here, he's down here, and Mark's out jumping in the pool and doing stuff. And I'm like, where's Scott? I'm not sure. So I go upstairs, taking a nap. Oh, okay, Scott's taking a nap. Have you guys seen Scott? I think he's taking a nap. You guys know where Scott is? I think he's napping. I have not seen Scott spend 12 minutes on here. I was just outside with a couple guys that came down from Canada to see this. They're just, their minds completely blown from what you're going to see here in a minute. And I've been busy all day, and they've been upstairs pounding away. And the guy from Canada who's just learning this is talking to Mark, and he's like, so you guys just made like $250. Like, no, it was $325, but then Scott made $500 on that move there that he made. So it's probably been $825 in the last half hour or so. And I'm just like, it's just wackadoodle. What you're looking at in front of my screen right now is a piece of software. I'm scrolling right down. These are running live right now on the software, okay? And right away, some of you are like, I don't do sports. You don't need to know anything about sports. I don't do betting. You're not betting. I don't do gambling. You're not gambling. It is none of that. Quit trying to leap ahead. But I'll jump ahead really quick for you right now. Right now, in the game, right now, if I wanted to, no holds barred, you can go do it if you wanted to. The software is going out and telling me, Roger, if you go to FanDuel right now, it doesn't have to be this amount of money. It can be $2, it can be $27, it can be $37, it can be $1 million, whatever. If you go out to FanDuel right now and you bet $270 that Brittany Greer, a basketball player, is going to have over 19.5, and then you go to this platform called Bet1X and you bet that they're going to have $375, it doesn't matter if Brittany Greer scores over, Griner scores over 19.5 or less than 19.5, you're going to net $50. And you're going to do it in about 30 seconds. Literally, if I click this button, I go to FanDuel and I enter $270, and I go to Bet1X and enter $375, or yeah, $75, and I click submit, I will make $50 to $62 no matter what happens. I know that sounds insane. Let me do one more and I'll explain it to you. Over here, Kershaw State versus UTSA. The software is going out and finding discrepancies on 139 platforms that are 100% vetted, that are over 20 years around, that I can show you emails I've been working with them, that I've been paying Scott for 8 months now, tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you guys can go out and do this over and over again. And I'll show you why it happens and why it works. And let me just go over one more. First half total points. Whoever this is, don't know anything about sports. I don't know who Kennesaw State is. I don't know who UTSA is, whatever. But I know if I click on this button and bet 375 or 3750 or some variation like that, or I want to bring up the calculator and I say, okay, what if I bet 35? What do I bet on this end? I bet $28.43 and I earn 4.63% on whatever I bet. What if I bet 3,500 and I bet 28.43 on the other side, I earn $309 when the game is over? Cannot lose, win, loss, does not matter when the game is over. If you're not into sports, don't worry about it. You don't have to be into sports. You literally just click this bet button and go over. Why does this exist? Let me show you now the underpinnings of all of this. Amazon.com. We'll go back to something make you feel nice and warm and cuddly. Amazon.com is traded on the NASDAQ, right? Amazon is traded on the NASDAQ. It's the only place that you can buy and sell shares of Amazon, all right? But what if Amazon, there was multiple platforms out there that you could buy and sell Amazon, just like there's multiple platforms that you can bet on games, all right? The price of Amazon is dictated by how many people buy and sell Amazon shares. The odds of a player or a game are dictated by how many people bet on certain sides. Somebody puts $1 million on one side, the odds are going to change. Somebody buys $1 billion of Amazon, the price is going to change. Amazon was only traded on one platform, but if Amazon was also traded besides the NASDAQ, let's say the Amazon was traded on Greenland's stock exchange. And remember, the price goes up on what Amazon costs based on how many people buy shares of Amazon. Well, maybe nobody in Greenland's buying shares of Amazon. And the price of Amazon is $99 at Greenland's exchange. And on the NASDAQ, Amazon's $130. There's a discrepancy. So I could literally go to Greenland's Amazon and buy it for $90 and sell it on the NASDAQ for $130 and make a $40 profit per share. The same thing happens in these games, okay? Let's say David Beckham, the great English soccer player, bend it like Beckham. Let's say he came out of retirement tonight and he's going to play in a game tonight. And one of the sports books over in the UK said, you know what? We think David Beckham is going to score over half a goal in this game, meaning he's going to score one or more. He's going to score over half a goal in this game. And all the fans over in the UK were, yeah, bend it like Beckham. He's awesome. We bet he is going to score more than half a goal. We're betting. As you start betting that Beckham's going to score more than half a goal, it starts driving the odds up. So maybe it pays 2-1 that Beckham's going to score over half a goal. And then they keep betting. Now it pays 3-1 that Beckham's going to score half a goal. And Beckham, he's going to score half a goal. And the odds start going up or down over in the UK. Well, over here, and let's say they're doing that on a UK sports book called Betfair, for example. Over here on DraftKings, we're like, David Beckham, he's like 100 years old. He's not scoring any goals. And we start betting against it. Well, a variation starts taking place. It's better odds. It's a lot longer shot in the US. We're over in the UK, it's almost a sure thing. And when those odds open up, the software goes out. There's thousands of results on this page. And it goes out and finds that and says, you know what? Hey, Roger, I want you to go bet on this one, bet on FanDuel down at the bottom. And then on this one, you bet this way, and you're going to get 7.62% on your money as soon as the game's done. Now, if I made this bet right here, and I put $625 out there, what I have found with working with people is they're like, $625 at risk to make $50. No, it's not $625. There is zero risk. FanDuel is not going to take your money. FanDuel, through a subsidiary, is a publicly traded company. Okay, they're not going to get slapped down by the SEC and the government and everything else to take your $270. All right, and all of these places have been vetted like that. So no, you're not risking your money. You're risking it just as much as though you put it in Bank of America and Wells Fargo and one of them paid you. And that to me is honestly, legitimately the risk. But banks, Roger, FDIC insured. Did you know FDIC insured means that the government, if the bank defaults, has 99 years to give you your money back? And we've seen banks fold. I haven't seen DraftKings fold. I haven't seen FanDuel fold. I haven't seen MGM fold. I haven't seen Caesars fold. All I know is I can show you an email of working with one for 18 something years and always get paid over and over again. So that's the little obstacle you have to get over. But this goes out and finds situations like that. And guess what? It's not even the best thing. But imagine in 30 seconds, you refresh the software, this comes up. This is a game going on right now, today at 10 p.m., okay? And you go out and you put $645 into the little shoebox instead of into the bank. You put it over here. And then when the game's over, you collect $50. That's $1,500 a month. If you only have 30 seconds to work today, if you have another 30 seconds, you might want to go bet this one and pick up another $50 to $100. Hey, you got another 30 seconds to work? Go bet that and pick up $30. How much time have you spent? 1, 2, 3 minutes. Now you might say to yourself, yeah, but I got to bet this much and this much and this much and this much, and then I have $1,800 out there to make my $130, which by the way is $4,000 a month. Well, a lot of these are staged. especially during maximum sports season that happens to be happening right now. It's almost like I was a little bit crafty pushing the webinar into the peak sports season where college football, regular football, hockey, everything else has happened. And this isn't even the major money. Scott makes great money doing this, about 4,500 of his money a month, but the other $15,000 is in just free money giveaways. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys the free money giveaways in just a second, and then I'm going to prove to you that you can absolutely make the cost of this course in 5 minutes, showing you guys the free money giveaways. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back, and then we'll do some free money giveaways. We're back. So guys, I'm on here and I'm on covers.com, and covers.com talks about how you can get $1,000 bonuses from different sports books. And one of your apprehensions might be, I already have that sports book, so that's not going to work for me. Well, there's 139 of them giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you've ever gone for one of these free bonuses, there's catches, but we've solved all the catches. And before I get to that, I keep promising this and not bringing it up. Here's betus.com in my email, June 14th, 2007. So I've been working with international companies like betus.com since 2007. Okay, so I'm telling you, I've never got rooked. There's all kinds of money to be made. They have to jump through so much red tape for you to be able to access them. If you try and access a sports book like Bovado, you can't access it from the States. And the reason is they can't get a license in North Carolina, so I can't access it in North Carolina. You might have one that you can't access in Florida because they can't get a license in Florida. If you're an international place, or you're DraftKings or something like that, and you have to jump through zillions of dollars in red tape to get a license for me to be able to access your site, you're not keeping my money, guaranteed. All right, so here it is. Here's covers.com, and covers.com is for every state. And if you go to your state and there's not bonuses there's international bonuses like absolute crazy madness. It's just insane. And Scott makes tens of thousands of dollars with these international bonuses. But we take this now. What they do is Caesars, for example, would say something like, hey, if you bet $1,000, Roger, when you sign up, we will give you $1,000 bonus bet if you lose. Well, that sounds pretty cool, but what's the worst case scenario? I bet $1,000, I lose $1,000, and then I get my bonus bet, and I lose that bonus bet, and I got $0 left. Well, that kind of sucks, right? But what we show you is how to put one sports book against another because we don't lose. Remember the arbitrage betting where we don't lose? We put one sports book against the other so we don't lose. So if we take two bonuses like this, 1,000 versus 1,000, and do the arbitrage thing we were doing by looking at the software and betting one against the other, we are going to win on one sports book. We're going to lose on the other sports book. And then we end up with $1,000 bonus risk-free. Then when you take that $1,000 bonus, we're going to show you how to leverage that against another sports book, and you net about 70%. So $1,000 bonus turns into $700. Okay, a $250 bonus, like up here, bet $5 and get $200 in bonuses, that turns into about $140 to $150. Yes, you don't get the whole bonus, but there's zero risk to get 68 to 70% of the bonus. $700, which takes 5 minutes, is more than the price of this course, which is what I promised at the beginning of this course. I told you I would show you in absolutely no uncertain terms. You just had to get over your brain that there's zero risk, that you could make thousands of dollars again and again and again and again. I told you that it would go on forever. Here's what happened. There were casinos in Las Vegas completely fine, and there were sports books. You could go to Las Vegas, razzmatazz, have your drinks, bet a few games, etc., play some slot machines, whatever. And then they started to spread the online sports books. And everybody started to get greedy. All the leaders in all the states were like, you know what? We're going to let the sports book into North Carolina because, yeah, we can charge a lot of taxes. We can make a lot of money doing that. Well, as the sports book started to spread like fire around the world, what happens if there's one sports book? That's called a monopoly. If there's 140, they have to compete against each other. How do they compete against each other? Well, they offer bonuses. And they don't just offer one bonus, they offer bonuses again and again and again and again. Because guess what? Remember, I told you we show you how to bet on one sports book against another sports book, and no matter what happens, you win money. Well, if you're going to win on one, you're going to lose on the other, but you're going to net 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. But what happens with the one you lost on? Oh, Roger, we're so sorry you lost. Can we give you another bonus to come back? Yeah, I'll take your bonus. Thank you. Right? So not only do you win on one and your net results are 50, 60, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6%, 2% more profit in your pocket risk free, but the one you lost on is like, oh, please come back to us. We're really sorry you lost. Can we give you another bonus? And this just cycles and cycles and cycles and cycles. And there's this huge competition with them. Plus, remember, just picture the world. Just picture, the old picture of the world. You see the shapes of the land and the water. And now just put a bunch of little red pins all over the world in your mind mentally and call those sports books. There's one in Greenland. There's one in Australia. There's one in the US. There's one in Canada. There's one here. And they're all over the place. Now pretend there's a hockey game going on. All right. Now, is the person in Zimbabwe on the Zimbabwe sports book, are they betting on this hockey team or that hockey team? In Canada, they're betting hard on this team and hard on that team. Over in China, they're betting one way, right? So sports book spreads start to just naturally move in different directions. The software is like, where's the differentiation? Where's the differentiation? Oh, there it is. There it is over here on this sports book. Bet this amount over here in this sports book, but that's the amount. Boom, put 12% in your pocket, have a good day. And you do that, and you win on one sports book, you lose on the other one. The net result is you made 3, 4, 5, 6%. And then the one you lost, I was like, oh, Roger, please come back. We're so sorry you lost. Here's another bonus. And the bonuses keep going and keep going and keep going. And right there, I think I've proved to you that it goes on forever, because every single sports book going to want your business forever. They can never get together and say, hey, here's what we're going to do. Every single game, every single contest, every single match, every single half, every single quarter, every single cycling, every single this, the odds are going to be the same. Because everybody go, well, why am I incentivized to go to one place or the other? The odds are all the same. Nope, they always, 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 always have to have varying odds. The odds always have to move based on the betting, and there's always going to be differentials around the world, and it cannot be stopped. There is 0% that can be stopped. I remember one person saying, well, what if they catch on to, you making all of this money and stuff like that? I win on one sports book and I lose on the other one, but I net overall. Guess what happens next day? I win on one sports book and I lose on the other one. Overall, I'm winning and losing on sports books. I'm not an anomaly. I'm winning and losing on sports books just like everybody else. But overall, I win on every single bet that I make, all day, all night, every single day.